Hey, in honor of the release of the new Zelda game Tears of the Kingdom, I made this song in Minecraft as Zelda's Lullaby using Minecraft Noteblock that I'll show you guys how to build in a second. But just in case you're unfamiliar with what the song sounds like, here's it real quick: Zelda's Lullaby. Now to start everything off, we're just going to place a button down and place 3 pieces of redstone dust and have a repeater set to 4 ticks here and a repeater set to 4 ticks here. Now in total you'll need 172 note blocks, 279 repeaters, just that one button there, and you can have clay blocks for one of the note block sections, so that's completely optional. Now we're going to build out one section at a time, so first we're going to start with the piano section. So on the right repeater, what we're going to do is place a note block down and set it to the 6th setting. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then note block in front of it there. Perfect. And 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. Another note block a block away, and we're going to set this to 22. Perfect. And in between all these, we're going to put a repeater and set it to 3 ticks. And 3 ticks, and now we just have to set repeaters down like that, 12 ticks, and now we're going to put 3 more note blocks in these same spots. This one is going to be 6, so, and this one is 15, and this one is 22, and actually 24, so 2 more. And then a repeater set to 12 ticks again. Perfect. And in between all of these, we're going to place repeaters set to 3 ticks. Perfect. And now we're going to do the same thing we did in the beginning. So 3 more note blocks. So that's 1, 2, 3. 3 ticks for all these repeaters. And then the first one is 6, 13, 22, then 12, and then repeating that second step again, which is 1, 2, 3, 3 ticks, 3 ticks, and it is 6, 15, 24, perfect. And then repeater set to 12 ticks. And we'll just come at the beginning, give it a little bit of test to make sure that it's all right. Perfect. That side's done. Now we're going to do the left side. Now the left side's a little bit easier, and under these blocks, what you can do is you can put clay for each one of the note blocks, and that will give you the flute sound. So if you do want, you can just search up for clay, get that out there. And then under these blocks, you can put that and it'll have a little flute sound when you hit it. If not, you can just keep the normal dirt and it'll give you a piano sound. So the first one we're going to put down and we're set it to 5. So then repeater set to 12. Perfect. Then after that, we're going to put 8. And then 6 for the repeater. Okay, and then after that it's 3, and then 12, then a note block in front of it, and we're going to set this to 1, so press it 1 time, and then 3 for the repeater in front of it, and then in front of that we're going to place another note block and set it to 3, and repeaters with 3 in front of that one, and then in front of that another one set to 5, and then repeaters set to 12 ticks. Perfect. And then in front of that is 8 again. So with repeaters on the 6 setting. And then we're going to place another one with 3. And then we're going to place repeaters with 18 settings. So that's 12. That is 16. And then what I like to do is I like to match that one up with there. So that is at 16. So we need 2 more. So 1, 2. What we can also do is place a couple more repeaters out to get it in line with that one. So instead of having 4 for this one, what we can do is we can just put that at 1 and then 1, 2, 3. So now they both end at the same spot. Now, if you want, what you can do is go on other note blocks and place it with the flute, just so it sounds a little bit better. And one last test. All right, let's get to the next step of this tutorial. Now we have to come on the right side and pretty much repeat that exact same process. So the first one is going to be 5, and then 3. Perfect, that's 3, and then 8. And we have 3 in front of that. This one is 15. And then 12 for the repeaters. Perfect, that's good. Now we have to place another 3 note blocks. So 1, 2, and 3. This first one is going to be 4 with 3 in front of it. This one is now 7 with 3, and this one is 13. Perfect, and then we put 12 for the repeaters. Okay, now more note blocks, surprisingly. So that one's 3 with 3 in front of it. This one is going to be 6 with 3 in front of it. This one is going to be 13 with 12. And now for the last 3 note blocks, 1, 2, 3. This first one is going to be 8 with 3 in front of it. This one is 15. 3 in front of it. And this last one is 24, so and then 12 for the repeaters. Now after each step, what you can always do is just give it a little test to make sure everything works. But now let's move on to the left side. So the first one on the left side is going to be 5. Then we have 12 for the repeaters. And the second note block is 8. And then 6 for the repeater. And then we have 15. And then 12 for the repeaters. Perfect. And now it's 13. Then 6 in front of it. And now it's 8 with 12. Perfect. Now it's 6 with 3. And 5 and 3. Oop, that's 4. Perfect. Now we have 3 with 12 in front of it. And then it's 1 with 3 in front of it. And now we have the last one is 3 and 3 in front of it. So again, I'll align it up with those. And just like before, you can just place the clay blocks under these just to make sure that you get the flute sound. And the last one, remember just to set it to 3. So 1, 2, 3, and then the 3 repeaters in front of it. So now let's move on to the next step for this tutorial. Now we're going to continue with the left side. So we're going to place 3 note blocks spaced 1 apart and have repeaters set to 3 ticks in between those 2. And the first one, we're going to set it to 6, 13, And then 22. Then have repeaters at 12. In front of that with the note block. Set to 6. Repeater, note block, repeater, note block. Set that to 3 ticks. And this next one, we're going to set it to 15. Then 24. Perfect. And then 12 for the repeaters. And the same thing again with 3 note blocks. Repeaters set to 3 ticks in between them. And this first one, we're going to set it to 6. 13. 22. 12 in between. Oops, same thing again. 3 ticks in the middle. This one, we're gonna set it to, I think that one was 13. So, nope, it was 22, so this one is 6. And then 15. And then 24. Right, and then 12 for the note blocks, or the repeaters. All right, perfect. So that side's done. Now let's do the right side. First one, we're gonna set it down to 5. And then have 12 in between. The next one, we are gonna set it down to 8. With 6 in between. Of this one, we're going to set it to 3. And then it's going to be 18 in between. Perfect. And now this one, we're going to set it to 5 again. With 12 in between. Right. This one is going to be 8. With 6 in between. And the last one on this side is going to be 3 with 18 in between. So what I like doing is catching up to that one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Perfect. And now we'll go on to the next part. Now on the right side, there was just one over here that I didn't set to 3 ticks, and that is just a few down. So just setting that to 3 ticks, if you see it's 6, 6, so the 7th one there, and then we'll go on to the next step. So what I always do is I always press the note blocks at the front just to make sure that everything's fine, they have all the timings correct. Okay, now continuing at the end, we're on the right side, that side of the song, so it's 3 note blocks again, with the repeater set to 3 in between. And the first one is going to be 5, then 8, and 15, and now 12. Perfect. And now we're going with the same thing again. So 1, 2, 3, with 3 in between. And the first one, we are going to set that down to 4, 7, then 13. Perfect. And 12. Same thing. First one is going to be 3. Then we have 6. Then 13. 3 in between. And then 12. Perfect. And then the same thing again. 3 in between. It gets a little bit repetitive, but after you do it a couple times, you'll notice that there's just a pattern going on between all the note blocks and the timings. So the first one, we're going to set it to 8. And then Next one's going to be 15. And then 24. Now instead, we're going to put 6 in front of this. Then after that, we're going to set 1 in front, and then 1 there, and then 2 more. And this one is going to have only 1 tick in front for the repeaters for all of those. And this is going to be set to 13. And then 15. And then 17. Then 18. Perfect, and now we'll do the left side. So the first one on the left is set to 5. And now what I like doing is I like catching up at the end because there's only gonna be a few note blocks, so I'll just space them out by individually. So we're gonna put 12 in between, so 2, that's 12. And now the next one, we're gonna have it at 8. And then we have to go 6. Perfect. Now this next one is 15. And then we have 12 in between. Perfect. Now this next one is 13. Right, and then we're gonna put 6 in between. And this last one is 20. Perfect, so that's this side done. So now we're gonna just build the return going back. Now the last 4 at the end, you can keep them as the piano, but I like to actually put the flute sound for these. So just breaking out these 4. And now we can continue with the rest. So we're going to go at 7 blocks with redstone dust. And have a repeater on 1 tick there, and a repeater on 1 tick here. And we're going to start with this side first. So it's all going to be just spaced out evenly. So we'll do 3 at a time. So 1, 2, 3. And then have 3 ticks in between. And the first one, we're going to set it to 11. And then 15. Then 18. Perfect. 3 ticks. And then 3 more. 3 more. And then we're going to set this one to 22. Then 18. And then 15. Perfect. 3 more. Perfect. And now we're going to set this next one to 10. And 13. And then 17. And then 3 more. Oops. 3 in between. And then the last 3, we're going to put 20. And then 17. And 13. Perfect, and now we're gonna go on this side and we're gonna place 2 blocks now for the note blocks. So you're gonna break out 2 and put clay on those blocks. And then this first one is going to be 20. Then 8. Perfect, and now we're just gonna go with the repeaters. I like doing 2 in between. We're gonna do 12 total. So that's 6, and then 2 more blocks, and we're gonna put it at 18 for this one. and then 6. And then we're going to go 3 in between. So let's go 3, 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to put clay blocks down there. Note blocks. And on this one, we're going to go 17. Then 5. 3 in between. Oh, I already have clay there. Perfect. 2 note blocks there. And now it's going to be 18. Then 6. And then 3. And now we're going to do... Oh, perfect. I already have it there. So 17 for this one. And 5. And then have 3 in between. If you want to catch up to that one, you can just do 1, 2, 3. And then break these out. And then place note blocks. And then this one is going to be 13. And then 1. And then place a repeater with 12 in front of it. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. And now we can go on to the next step. All right, so we have 3 sections left. So on the right section, place another 3 note blocks with repeater set to 3 ticks in between each of them. Perfect. And the first one is going to be set to 8, 11, and then 15. Perfect. And then 3 more. 3 more. Perfect. And now this one's going to be set to 18. So then 15. Then 11. Perfect. And then 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And this one is now going to be set to 6. So then 10. Then 13. Perfect. And the last 3 for this side. Repeaters. And now we're going to set the note blocks to 17. And 13. Then 10. And that's this side done. Now we'll just do the double side. All right, so in front of this repeater, 2 note blocks. First one we're going to set to 18. And 6. Right, so now we're going to go 12 repeaters. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Break these. And then we're going to go 2 note blocks again. And then we're going to set this one to 17. And then 5. Then just have 1 repeater in front of it, set to 3 ticks. Break that. Note block. And this one is going to be set to 15. And 1, 2, 3. Repeater, 3 ticks. No blocks. And this one we're going to set to 17. And then 5. 3 ticks for a repeater. Break that. And then this one's going to go back to 15. Then we have this at 3. Repeater set to 3 ticks. And this one is going to be 10. And 10 for that one. And then repeaters going out 12. It's not in line, so if you want to actually line those up, what you can do is actually break that one, put that there, and then make sure it's at 3, so it's at the second setting. Now they're both in line. Now we have 2 more steps done for this song. The second to last step follows the same as that. So what you can do is you can actually place all 12 note blocks at once. So 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And have repeater set to 3 ticks in front of all of them. It does take a while to build this song, but if you made it this far, congratulations. It's a lot of note blocks placing it, but it's definitely worth it if you want to have a Zelda theme song in your world, or actually just Zelda's Lullaby in your world. So I do recommend it, and you can always take breaks and pause the video and then continue it after. Oh, perfect, I'm there. So this first one, we're going to set it down to 11, so... And then 15. 18. Then 22. Then 18. Then 15. Then 10. 13. And 17. And 20. And 17. And 13. That's that side done. Now let's do the flute side. Breaking out the blocks, placing clay, note blocks, and this one's going to be 20. 8. And then we'll just place repeaters. We'll just do 2 this time. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. And then break these blocks. No blocks on them. And then this one's going to go to 18. 6. Wait, and then we just have to have a repeater in front of that, set to 3 ticks. Break that. And then let's go 17. And 5. Perfect. 3 ticks for the repeater. And then this one is going to be 18. And then 6. And repeater set to 3 ticks. And 17 for this one. And 5. 8, 3 ticks for the repeater. Break. Alright, this one's going to set to 13, so... And then this one's set to 1. And now we're going to go 6 out now for the repeaters, so... And break. Alright, so now this one is set to 18. And 6. And 6 more for the repeaters. Break. Place that. And now this one's going to be set to 13. So. And then 1. And now we have to go 18 for the repeater. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. And if you want, you can line them up. That's set to 3. So 1, 2, 3. If it doesn't line up exactly, it's okay. It's not a big deal. But now we just have one more section to build out. For the last section, it's going to be this almost the same thing. So 1, 2, 3 for the note blocks, and then 3 in front of it. And 3 in front of it. 3 in front of it. And this one is going to be set to 8. This one is 13. This one is set to 16. Perfect. And then 3 more note blocks. And then repeater set to 3 ticks. Perfect. And now we're going to set this one to 19. And then this one's going to be 16. Then 13. Perfect. And then we're going to just place one note block out in front of it there. And then set this one to 15. And then we're going to have 12 spaced out. And then one last note block on this side and set to 13. And that's this side all done. Now let's finish off with this side. And then we break that block, note block, and then set to 3. Then repeater set to 3 ticks. Break it. Set that one to 6. Then a repeater set to 3 ticks. And this one set to 11. And then 3 ticks for the repeater. This one set to 13. And then a repeater set to 3 ticks. And this one set to 8. And then repeater set to 3 ticks. A couple more left. And this one's set to 17. And you can have 3 repeaters if you want to line them up together. And then the last one, break it out and set to 13. And it's going to be the last one that we place. So 13 for that one. And now this is the song all done. You can press it one last time to make sure it works, but that's it. And with that test, that's all done for the note block tutorial. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.